Braselton, Georgia is a charming town here in North Georgia that actually spans into Jackson, Barrow, Gwinnett, and Hall County. That is right, 4 different counties. Now, despite the fact that this town covers quite some distance, population-wise, it is a smaller town with only about 15,000 residents. Braselton is at the top of many people's lists for a multitude of reasons, and I think it just might top yours as well. Hi, I'm Sarah Maslowski, a real estate agent here in the Northeast Metro Atlanta area, helping people just like you relocate to the North Metro Atlanta area. So Braselton is a town that I get many phone calls and emails from buyers who want to be in this area. So why do people love living in Braselton, and why should you put this on the top of your list? So if you look at Braselton on the map, you can see that Braselton is kind of spread all over the place. It doesn't sit in one location like you would expect it to. The town is kind of split into 3 different pods, if you will, and it stretches over a good bit of land without actually being a very big town. The biggest chunk is located along I-85, and you have Highway 53, and then you have another chunk along Highway 211, and then the third kind of chunk kind of combines Buford and Flowery Branch at the west end of the town. This means that really, wherever you end up in Braselton, you will have convenient access to I-85, which will quickly take you right into Atlanta. On a perfect afternoon with no traffic, you could get into the city of Atlanta in about 45 minutes from the Braselton exit. But more than likely, depending upon where you're heading into the city, it's going to take you about an hour to get there because you got to factor in there's going to be some traffic. Now, this isn't perfect for commuting, but if you are like most families and you want to have convenient access for whenever you want to head into the city for a sporting event or a concert or going to the airport, you're just a straight shot right down the interstate. Braselton has a great sense of community, which is one of the biggest reasons people love living here. It definitely has kind of like that small town southern charm that many people are looking for. Now, downtown Braselton hosts a ton of events and markets throughout the year. During the summer, they are most known for their Friday nights where you can head into the town square and you can see a movie during their Movie Under the Stars on the Green events. They set up a projector and they show a movie, so people bring out kind of like picnics and blankets and chairs, and you've got vendors selling ice cream. It's a lot of fun. There are also several antique stores in downtown Braselton, so about a couple of times a year they host the Braselton Antiques and Artisan Festival, where you can walk around and shop from local vendors in kind of like an open air market style setting. You get food vendors that come in, and it is a lot of fun to enjoy the outdoors. People will also bring their dogs and wander around and browse through all the different booths, and like I said, really good food vendors that come in and food trucks. So even if you don't buy anything, it's kind of fun and have something to do, and you get to spend a couple of hours outside and eat some good food along the way. Now, speaking of food, there are some great local food options in downtown Braselton, like the Galloping Galette, Local Station, and Braselton Brewing Company. There's also a fantastic steakhouse called the Cotton Calf. Absolutely delicious. It is a great spot to go for a fancy dinner without needing to head into the city of Atlanta. Another thing that Braselton has no shortage of is fast food options. Both on Highway 53 and the 211 side, you have tons of options. Of course, Braselton is also home to Chateau Alon, which is a winery, spa, and golf course, and it has several different sections in a huge neighborhood. This is a gated neighborhood, and you're going to find everything from houses priced in the upper $6,000 to multi-million-dollar estate. This large community of multi-million-dollar homes kind of skews the average price point in the area, which currently for Braselton is $520,000, and the median is $422,000. Now, for a more accurate median sales price, let's look to the nearby town of Houston for some better data. And when I say nearby, I mean they're practically one and the same. The median price in Houston is $415,000, and the average sales price is $480,000. This is lower, but like I said, take out all of those multi-million-dollar homes in Chateau Alon, they kind of skew the numbers for Braselton. They're really very similar price-wise, and in reality, data kind of alters it a little bit. One thing to note about Braselton is that it has seen massive growth over the last several years with new neighborhoods, restaurants, and development. Braselton has a new hospital, which has been open now for a couple of years, which is a branch of the Northeast Georgia Medical Center. They have an urgent care center there, an imaging center, a diagnostic clinic, plus they have a whole host of other doctor's offices like pediatrics and dermatologists, primary care doctors, eye doctors, spine centers, OBGYN, and you get it, they have everything, all within about 5 minutes of each other. There are several new construction communities going on in and around Braselton. Just across the street from Chateau Align, D.R. Horton is building a huge new community that will have several hundred homes. They will also have some great amenities like a clubhouse, pool, playground, tennis courts, and it's becoming everyone's favorite, pickleball. You'll also find new communities like Union Grove by Meritage Homes and Helen Valley by McKinley Homes. Those are also being built right now in Braselton. All of these options are definitely a huge reason why young families and retirees both like living in this area. Now, technically, there are 3 active adult communities that feel like they are in Braselton because they are just minutes from the Braselton Hospital, but they're technically located in Houston. As I mentioned earlier, you can basically think of Houston and Braselton as an extension of one another. And now, if you're considering one of these towns and you call us, we're definitely going to set you up on a search for both since they kind of bleed into one another. If you want more information about 55 plus communities, make sure you check out this video to learn more where we dive deeper into these great communities. Like I mentioned earlier, the town of Braselton is quite spread out, which means depending upon where you are in town, you are going to be really close to other towns with a lot of good shopping and restaurant options. There are not a ton of grocery stores in Braselton itself, but you're close to Flowery Branch, Buford, Houston, and Winder depending upon where you're located, so you can do your grocery shopping there. But it's not like you're without options. You've got a really great Publix and a Kroger nearby as well. So what do you think? Would you consider buying a home in Braselton? Like I mentioned, if you're considering it, you should definitely add Houston to your list as well. If you're looking for a few more affordable options, make sure you check out this video next. And as always, if you're interested in buying a home or selling a home here in Georgia, make sure you give me a call. I would love to be your agent of choice. My information is right below this video.